What are we looking at today? Today we're looking at Lager of the Lake. Bohemian Pilsner from Bell's. Again, it's a Pilsner, and if you make a Pilsner taste like a Pilsner, you've made a Pilsner taste like all Pilsners. But it's from Bell's, so I figured I'd at least give it a try. And even though the shirt, Sonoran Desert Pepper, doesn't match the beer, the bottle opener does. Got this from Johnny Watson. Oh, and it would actually work both ways. But it works better this way. And if you stick around in the second hour, I'm just kidding. I am going to do, I know I've done something like it, but I'm actually giving it an official name. Does it mix? Taking two good beers, not two shit beers and trying to make something drinkable, but two good beers and mixing them together and seeing what the end result was. So after we do this and some comments, I am going to be mixing Bell's Hop Slam and the Dogfish Head Truth Serum. You know, I've had a few more of those since we reviewed. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it smells like beer. Yeah, it tastes like beer. I've had a few more of the Truth Serums since reviewing them, and I tell you, I every time I have one, I like it a little bit more. I think I'd actually give that a good solid 9 if I had a chance to do it again. It's very well done. It's Dogfish Head. So take that and a Bell's, see where we get. Straggling in from behind, or should I say after I finished the review, was Aunt Keck. Yeah, I was an NRA member till 2014, and I came to the same conclusion. These are all from Liquid Truth Serum. Aunt Keck, a sexy topless beer brew babe drowning a bottle of unknown booze. So hot. Christopher, along with company. You and your little red jumper again. You're killing me, Smalls. You look like a very happy man. Cigar, whiskey, beer, alone time, jealous. Yeah, it was. Christopher again. Ebomi quote of the day. Me and Christopher talked until 4 o'clock in the morning about important life issues, like guns and big titties. Bah ha ha. Well, that is important shit. Now, first on No Middle Ground was, you named it, Aunt Keck. Second was Joey saying first, fuck damn you, Aunt Keck. So, because Joey went back and edited his comment. Van N, third, still makes the podium. Aunt Keck, yes, I'm a deplorable infidel. Aunt Keck, wow, the hot damn sexy brunette beer brew babe. Aunt Keck, whiskey. Fu Master Chew 12, third, fourth, what the fuck. So, I guess, so, once again, Pilsner. From the start to the finish, it's like a Pilsner. Maybe a little bit more heavy than, big box brand brewery pumping out millions of cans a year. I'd say it has a little bit more flavor, just a little bit more edgy in the beginning, and kind of gets a little buttery. For me, that's okay in beer and popcorn and baked potatoes and corn and vegetables. Butter is good everywhere. I think it'd even be good on those. Whiskey. That bottle didn't last long. It's okay though, I actually have it on my taxes. And I'm not even kidding. Whiskey. By the way, just for the record, that whole gargling whiskey thing is a lot harder than it looks. Still fun though. Ooh. I was just gonna go for the bottle, but it looked like it was more. Well, that was fun. The hell. Mr. Holster, 4th, not sure. Ed, 5th, not sure. Rich again. The Brew Babe's a cutie. Wardrobe malfunction, hee. Aunt Keck, cheers to all you magnificent, mega deplorable American bastards. Mr. Holster, 207, you were so close to breaking new ground, but credit for the warning reference. Otis 71, vid has been up for 9 minutes and I'm already 13th comment? Haha. Oh, excuse me. And Keck, it's very obvious that you like the knob. Rich, yeah, I didn't watch 1 second of the Snowflake Bowl. Never again. Not missing a damn thing. Hockey Nation. Yeah, she catches a lot of hockey. I don't know. I like hockey. It's about the only thing I watch. Aunt Keck, oh, I see some sexy pistolas. Yeah, ain't nothing better than a fine revolver. Definitely need to add a few more to the collection. Like a Smith & Wesson 610 would be nice. And then another Smith & Wesson 610 would be nice. I think I'd like to get a 4-inch Smith 44 Magnum too. I always kind of like that gun that Clint Eastwood carries in The Gauntlet. Mr. Holster, worrying about the wind chill is for pussies. Yeah. Rich, Brewmaster 212. Yeah, I think that Netflix movie is called Kill Shot. It is a decent movie. They have lots of cool stuff over there. I've been watching it since T-Mobile added it for free to its customers. I think I saw the thing for Kill Shot, but for some reason it just doesn't sound right, Rich. But Ed, I believe a Tesla went on a ride on SpaceX also. What a prize for a Martian. Yeah, it was his personal roadster, and they put a mannequin in a full spacesuit behind the wheel. The amount of money spent on probably just the spacesuit. Ed, I give the Brew Babe on the Ed scale of 1 to 10 a 15. Ed, the 120 proof Knob Creek is the tits, right? E, cheers. Yeah, it's all great, but oof. I tell you, you just don't realize how much you're missing it, and then how much you truly enjoy having some knob in your mouth. Aunt Keck, cowbells for Christine. Yeah, right now I'd just be happy if she stopped making noise. Aunt Keck, those pistolas are dirty like bitches. Yeah, Yeah, I think they've all been enjoyed since the between now and the last cleaning. That cowbell was from you, from Aunt Keck.
What?
Said that last cowbell was for you, from Aunt Keck.
From who?
Aunt Keck.
Oh.
Said cowbell for Christine.
Oh. Okay, thank you.
Want to try this?
I don't know.
Have I ever handed you a beer that you liked?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you had Labatt's or Labatt's prior to.
A blue?
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Foodmaster 212, I'll give you a turkey burrito. Oh yeah. I went there. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to give you guys an update because yesterday, I was probably, if she was here, I would have been like, ooh, that sounds good. But no, that doesn't. Turkey burrito does not sound good. What, do you see them on the menu in a Mexican restaurant? No, because it's a fucking turkey burrito. On the other hand, it was pretty damn good, actually. And I'm not just saying that because she's standing right here. I was going to have 2 of them, and I'm probably going to have it in place of the pizza that she was going to have tonight.
Yeah, but I ain't going overboard with the pizza. But yeah, the turkey burrito was good. It was, I think I might just do a quick little video on that to make one.
It's surprisingly
something really simple.
didn't taste like a turkey burrito. I don't know if it was that pico, the pico mix that you put on there, or what the hell.
It was a 3-bean salsa.
And there wasn't a lot of stuff on it.
Sorry, black bean salsa.
It was a black bean that looked like pico de mayo. Is that how that's? I don't know. You have to call Mario to get the not right.
Pico de mayo? That didn't mean mayonnaise. Sorry. I just, it's Mario.
Yeah, it was really simple.
Yeah, I might do a quick little recipe or video on that.
I mean, it wouldn't take long to warm it up if you're looking for a quick snack or feeding the kids or. Oh. Aunt Keck, Foodmaster 212, laugh out loud. Foodmaster 212, damn, the sweet ass Desert Eagle, definitely on my holy grail gun list. Total deliciousness. Oh, yeah.
Which one is that?
My eagle, not your eagle.
Well, yeah, there's a big difference between yours and mine.
Yeah, that's why yours is called a baby eagle. And this is not. I was actually, I don't know if I haven't gotten into the comments on it, if anybody chimed in on it. I was actually thinking about possibly having a makeup session for it. Doll it up and do something different with it. I think it's kind of funny. I'm sure I don't know if it's an anodized frame, but I mean, you can see right where your hands go on it.
Did you drink all the whiskey?
No. Maybe.
There was some there yesterday, and now today there's not. So don't go maybe.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have. Yeah.
What are you doing with that large?
Mixology.
Beaker.
Episode number 1 of Does It Mix is tonight.
Beer and what?
Beer and beer. Before, when I've done this, I've taken 2 shitty beers to see if you get something worth drinking out of 2 shitty beers.
No.
But I decided to take something that I give a 10 to and something that I give a 9 to, and mixing them together and seeing, thus, if you have a play on words, does it mix?
You're crazy.
But we want these to be nice and cold, because that could be an hour from now before I get to it.
Mixology is not for beer.
Sure, it is. It will be for me.
Okay. Just came to bring you your beer
one from Jim.
Yeah, I have one just like it. But mine's got a flag on it.
No, no, Rich, I am not doing the brew review early.
That's okay.
A couple of them are smartasses.
Yeah, okay.
J-Dog here. Rich again? Well, your liver is about to go out. But another fine review, brother. Thanks for showing that sweet-ass 5.7, too. Are you kidding me? I'm reading your comment, and you're texting me the exact same comment again. Talk about gun porn. This one had it all. Cheers, my friend. Okay, well, there's the thanks for the last one, and he just requested another one, just for you. This thing's been logging a lot of carry time. The only thing that has taken this off my side is this 5906 lately. And again, here you go. Here's a gun that is being carried and holstered in one of Pete's holsters. And still to this moment in time, like I said, the first thing I thought, get the camera to play along here, stop looking at the girl, was that, but the gun is black. So if I had truly rubbed some of the dip off, it would be black, not turning. That's just some stuff in the pattern. The pins that he polished up, that Jay polished up, still looking good. A little bit of wear on the top edge of the night sight. So yeah, it's and again, like Jay and I have said repeatedly, if it's a good, reliable gun, and that was something else me and Christopher were talking about the other night. He's just like, I don't think you should carry that. I'm like, why? Because of all the problems you had. All the problems I had. That was all one problem, and it's been fixed. And anybody that was at the shoot this year, we shot this until I ran out of ammo. I brought all what I had at the time with. All that thanks to the crazy Scotsman. And shot it all. The only thing that I did not shoot up was that batch of the T6Bs that I use for defense that I got from Jay. And Jay's like, well, I want to know if there's a problem with those. And I'm like, I'll send you some more. Just tell me what happens. Okay. So I shot those all up, and nothing happened. So there's nothing that could happen to this gun that Jay from Elite Ammunition couldn't fix. So why not use it and enjoy it? So what? It's an expensive gun. I don't live the lifestyle to even have gotten this thing done in the first place. But I don't want to sound morbid. We don't get to live forever. We don't get to live forever, so why don't you enjoy what you have? And that means stupid materialistic possessions, but also don't forget about friends and family in that. Because there's a lot of bitter assholes out there. And yes, I've been asked a couple of times about one in particular, and Smile Money, I don't know if I ever cleared that up. Smile Money texted me and he goes, when I made reference to that psychopath nut job that seems to have been lost, and of course he's making full reference to lost prop nuts. But I guess I somehow worded it that threw some blame back at Smile Money, and no, Smile Money was no, Smile Money was never under consideration for the troll KB. That was Lost Prop Nuts. And if anybody wants his full name, his address, and all of his phone numbers, just let me know, because he was the one that was busy trolling most of the gun community, saying nobody can find out who I am. Yeah, we know it was you. The Real Cobra Burnout. Damn, that is the first time I've seen anybody gargle with whiskey. Ed, I bet cheapo gun guy will tell his wife who wears the pants in that family. Laughed my ass off. The Real Cobra Burnout. 23 minutes and 20 seconds mark. Eric skips the Real Cobra Burnout's comment in favor of Mr. Holster's comment. Fucking story of my life. I did? Oh shit, I did. You know how I can tell? Because there's no little heart next to it. Okay, sorry, I apologize. Somehow I skipped over the Real Cobra Burnout. Not intentional. Fascinating brew review from the truck. I dig the the change up. P.S. Your jacket looked comfy. To be totally honest, when I bought the house that was formerly mine, that I had with the hooker that I was married to, there was a very large yard with a very long driveway, and I really, for some strange reason, enjoy snow maintenance. And I didn't really have a good jacket at the time, and I wanted something that would be ultra warm, and I didn't want to spend a bunch of money. And I started looking around, and like Columbia jackets were $200 and $300, and I'm like, fuck that! And a friend of ours happened to work down at Goodwill, and she goes, well, we got a whole bunch of winter jackets down here. I just put a whole bunch out. Guys' jackets look brand new. Some of them, I don't know if they've ever even been worn. Went down there, and I got that red parka. The only thing I really don't like is the frickin'... when you're not wearing it as a hat, when you need it as a full hood, that's fine. But when you're not, it's like you can't get it out of the way enough, and like the little fuzzies, sometimes it like goes like straight up in your ear and gives you a fuzzy willy. But it's a very warm jacket because of the way the weather's been. Today was day 2, and I can proudly say I got the Bobcat running. I ran out of time yesterday. The moral of the story is that it's so cold that the diesel fuel gelled in it. So I put a big like salamander style heater out by it for about an hour. And Greggy Poo ran and got me a big container of Diesel 911. And I had it running before he even left to go get the Diesel 911. But just to make sure that it didn't happen again, we put that in there, and I spent about an hour and a half getting the property all cleared up. So yeah, so cold that your diesel fuel gels. JR10, I think the movie you referenced from Netflix was called Kill Command. That is it. We're not talking about Academy Award stuff, but sometimes it's nice to sit back with some scotch or a beer and a midget hooker and just watch something that's just somewhat entertaining. And I thought it was okay. I mean, I didn't think it was overly cheesy. The special effects were not bad. So yeah. JR10, absolutely. Gunwild 1, 30th. Gunwild 1, you look at beer, you look at the babe. Or, oh, you look at the beer, I'll look at the babe. Yeah, well, I kind of like, that's why I put that right there. I mean, I didn't put that monitor there so I could see myself. You know, JR10. I'll have you know that I am completely aware of loading limits for each caliber. I wouldn't doubt that at all. Not one bit. With the 454, it's a very large case, and with my shaky hands, it becomes more like a little for you and a little for me. Add a shot or two, and things really get interesting. Wow! Now that I'm thinking back, those ham killers might actually be wild beast killers. I think I have them sitting. Oh yeah. I tell you what, JR10. See, here is the box that you sent me, and I know how much. I truly know how much you like these Winchester rounds. So I tell you what, more fitting for the Go Fuck Yourself Home Defense Fund. Ooh yeah. Hey, these work. Shiny. And a 1. And a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5. He's got, this is right there. That pretty much says, please leave my property. I say we give one a try. Just kidding. It would really piss him off. Here's some real sacrilege right here. You speed this shit up and move on to something more interesting. Gunwild 1, you didn't finish the story about what's wrong with the Desert Eagle. What the fuck? So, basically what happens is, you get the mag like right here, and you're one of these people that just pound it on in. Hey, look, a squirrel. McLean 5179. I'm just kidding, Jeff. Everybody has a tendency to just like beat this thing like they're like trying to kill something. Well, the problem is maybe if you did that when the slide was closed, it'd get a different result. But when you do it like this, I'm not exactly sure what takes place, because it's actually catching on this notch. The long story short, if you hit this thing really hard, it seats up inside there, and I believe what is happening is the catch goes beyond this lip and then wedges into the magazine, and you'll shoot the gun like normal, and then you'll go to take the mag out and it won't come out of the gun. And I've had to very carefully, because I hate the thought of even doing it, take like my multi-tool with the screwdriver, and you have to just you can't get it out with your hands. It gets wedged in there that badly. That was a official safety check, by the way, for those safety sallies out there. And Keck, how the fuck can you function in the cold like that? Can't you die from that? I'm so intrigued. Is the cold worse than extreme heat? Please advise. Well, I would say that I haven't had to deal with extreme heat like, say, JR10, but let me just throw this out there for anybody that can answer the heat question. I'll defer this heat question to probably to him, because of everybody I know, I'd have to honestly say that's more hell probably there than Florida or Texas or California or anywhere like that. So I'll just defer the warm part to JR10. Now, extreme cold, yes. Frostbite to exposed skin, I believe, can happen in less than a couple of minutes. The air can be so cold that elderly people and maybe really young people can suffer respiratory problems. Anybody that's been here knows that from the back door to my garage, or a little bit farther to where my truck is sitting, that is a distance that it is and can be so cold that, for common sense, there's been scenarios where you would not be able to make it from the house to my truck if you didn't get dressed up in warm stuff to go out there. I mean, if for no other reason, not to make it sound overly dramatic, but if for no other reason, say you slipped and hit your head and knocked yourself out, you're going to die. You're going to die unless someone actually watched that happen. Whereas if you were wearing, a hat and a jacket and gloves and even heavier pants and you knocked yourself out, there's a good chance that everything is going to make it except for maybe your face, because that's going to be what's exposed. It's no joke. It is a different world when it gets. I had a day that when I was hanging pipe, our job it was an outside job. We were running 4-inch, 21-foot chunks of galvanized Schedule 40, or that might have been Schedule 10. That was Schedule 10. Galvanized pipe, and it was all being hung on the outside of a building because this particular sprinkler system was all dry. There was no water in the pipe until a mechanical device, either a sniffer for smoke, or actually in this particular case it required two things to happen. It had to sense smoke and it had to sense heat. And then a great big valve opened up back in a mechanical room and the whole system filled with water. And that particular day, it was negative 35 degrees without the wind chill. And we were outside hanging pipe. That sucked. McLean 5179, Eric, big fan here. What load do you recommend for beaver? Keep in mind, some of them can be pretty scary. Well, is it a wet beaver? Is it a young beaver? I would say you could probably get away with a lighter load if it was a bald beaver. But if you start getting some of those older, really thick-haired wet beavers, you're probably going to want to punch into that with whatever the biggest, hardest thing that you have. Is what I would probably recommend. For me, I guess, why even chance going in with a small load when, you can just, right off the bat, come in hot with something like this. Okay, Bulwark 1911, still our president, or your president. Lager of the Lakes from Bell's. It's a Pilsner. If Pilsner was the only thing on the planet, then yeah, it would be, I'd recommend it. But when you can get a lot of other things, and again, it's also only 5%, so nothing special. And anyone that knows me knows I love Bell's Brewery. But it's a Pilsner. I don't even want to insult Bell's by even bothering putting this on the E-scale. I'll just say that if you're really bitchy about your Pilsners and all the domestic swizz isn't good enough for you, then give this a try, because heavier hitting, nice and buttery, nice finish, and overall it's a good beer. Now, dun dun dun, does it mix? Okay. I know the suspense and the intrigue is probably killing you guys. I guess, why dirty another glass? I don't think the test will be too influenced. Let's go in for a special opener. I like the idea that several of you have had about hanging the openers so that, they're all kind of out and visible. Because I'm pretty sure some really cool ones have migrated to the back of this drawer to never be seen again until I clean the drawer. But one of my all-time favorites was the Enterprise from Ed. So we got Hop Slam. It's a double IPA. Best enjoyed as fresh as possible, and this one is 10%. Liquid Truth Serum is also an IPA, and this one is 6.8%. It kind of takes that drier, hoppy, earthy of the Truth Serum, and it helps to dial down that tropical fruit and kind of sweetness of the Hop Slam. Not to mention, if you were to use Joey math, it's now 16.8%. Wade, Big Redneck Papa, have you ever dipped your stubby in the whiskey? I mean your cigars, not the man. No. The question would be would that be dip it and then let it dry out, or do you just go right on to smoking it right away? I mean, I'm willing to give it a try if this is like some fucking real thing, and you're not just fucking with me. Hazman 440, I am sick of winter, heading back to Florida soon. I would love to join you. Actually, Paul has a video up, and I was actually going to watch it when I got down here, and I completely forgot, so I'll be catching it when I'm editing this. Crazy Scotsman, did you just call a 29 a piece of shit? I'll be right there to help Christine teach you a lesson. Well, I did, but of course it was in full sarcasm because it's her 29 and not mine. I've only owned two 44 Magnums in my entire life. I had a Desert Eagle in 44, and God, if I could go back in time, that would have never gotten sold. But at the time, I did sell it and buy another gun, but I did not sell it to buy another gun. If I was to listen to my financial mentor, John, at the time, I was going through, I moved from Minneapolis out to Buffalo, Minnesota, and I stayed with him and his family. We built from the ground up, we built a Domino's Pizza, and he, in the process of trying to get credit cards and just kind of start over at that point in my life, he encouraged me, why have an expensive gun like that? And I'm like, because I will, at the time, it was the only gun that I had other than my grandfather's and a few things that were stored at my mother's house. And he's just like, fine, you can sell that. You could pay off a credit card, which I did, and purchase something else. And the something else was the Beretta. I sort of missed that one, too. I don't remember even what I did when I sold that. Crazy Scotsman, brew babes, I draw you in straight 10 whiskey. Okay, I'm out of good stuff again. I suppose I got this bottle of VO from NIHAP. Crazy Scotsman. Getting a little knob is better. Gillian. Eric, what's up, my friend? Cheers, brother. Gillian, hanging out, getting ready get out of here. And tonight I am, by the time you see this, it'll have already happened, but live with the Hornet Fixer. You can still go back and listen to them. He's got it slated as a crew night or whatever. I would like to talk about the youth build and definitely thank a few people. If you haven't seen them, definitely, especially on my Facebook, I've tried to put links. Codaboy32 did a shout out for the youth build and said a bunch of really flattering things about me. I appreciate it, but we do this for Justin. We took over. Thankfully Justin did the research and found a good cause like Active Heroes, and we continue with the work that he was unable to keep doing. And a thanks to the shout out, and I really loved his video. He didn't encourage people to come over and participate in the giveaway. He encouraged people to get out and do VRs and get the publicity up for it. Because I know there's one old hack that keeps trying to the obvious factor here is just nobody wants to watch the Ebomi channel anymore. Well, maybe I did something to piss some people off, but this channel is proof that isn't necessarily true. Old stupid guy. But over there, I constantly get that. Shit, Ed! USAF Ed! If I had $10 for every single time Ed has had to resubscribe to Ebomi or the Brew channel, I'd be retired by now. So, I think whatever YouTube can do to try to, I also think that, especially after today, I think they also fuck with your view count. I think they determine a channel that they want to see get pushed out, and they will do whatever it takes, especially to try to discourage you. If you think that nobody is following, I mean, I've had the same thoughts. You know what? Fuck it. You work hard on turning out a video and then cue the crickets. You know, so it's like, you know, you try to work really hard, but I tell you, the one thing that always focuses me and brings me back online is that man. I, like the rest of our group, want to do everything we can for our veterans. So YouTube can try all you want, but it's not going to work. And then you get someone like CodaBoy32 stepping up and putting out a nice video encouraging people to basically spread the word. Fine, go check out the video if you're interested in getting involved. By all means, do it. There's right now the package keeps growing, and there's 3 firearms in there. You know, a 20 gauge and a 22 rifle and a 22 pistol. So it's not a nothing giveaway we got going on. And then an old friend of mine, and again another example that no matter how big his channel gets, he still treats people like he's just a dumbass standing in his fucking basement in front of a camera uploading to YouTube. You're on fucking YouTube. There is nothing special about you. And that'd be Jeff, Cutlery Lover. Jeff has helped me with every single one of these Justin's Final Missions. And he put up, he's mentioned it during a video about something else most of the time, but he actually did a nothing but telling people about what we are doing in a video. And it's kind of funny because I'm assuming some people are still watching the video, yet the number really still isn't moving, because I think YouTube falsifies shit to try to discourage people when they want to get rid of you. And since I'm a gun guy, you know, those First Amendment freedom of speech libtards, you know, yes, you go, girl. Gillian 426, Christine and revolver porn can't get any better. Gillian 426, I've been a lifetime member of the NRA for a long time. I would, but not anymore. Not anymore. Alone with Company. Ebomi quote of the day. Hey, that's racist. It's not funny. I said burrito and Mario in the same sentence. Aunt Keck, another great review, sir. Cheers. Sharky762, motion in the backyard. That's what the brew babe needs. Sharky762, Elon Musk is a pretty cool nerd, running around with flamethrowers and shit, shooting his own Tesla into space because the rocket needed a payload. I still secretly hope he's a Bond-like villain. Yeah. Didn't he set like some kind of like fucking... He like made like $1 million and the first day that he was selling the flamethrowers. Yeah, I don't know what it takes to legally purchase a flamethrower, but he put them on sale and sold over $1 million worth of them in the first 24 hours. Sharky762, oh, just caught the revolver lineup at 15 minutes in. Took me that long to disengage from the brew babe. Sharky, the Audi fob slide into the dash is so 2012. Most new cars over here in Europe are all keyless drive, which opened a completely new market for car thieves. They can now simply relay the signal your key emits and unlock and drive off with your brand new 5 Series BMW as long as they can capture the signal from outdoors. J-Dog, Otis 71 needs a shot. See, this, you can't make this shit up. See, if you want to call me out to do whiskey and shots, You guys are calling each other out in the most... I'm not shitting. Well, I'd show you. There's really no pertinent, real personal information. There you go, Otis. Drink up, bitch. Sharky. Real black powder is messy. Flaky, gooey like Joey. Corrosive and way smoky. Especially in our outdoor ranges. Shit thing is, all black powder muzzle loader guys over here snort at the guys who use modern black powder substitute stuff. Idiots. Josh, FJ55 Iron Pig. Elon, whatever, is badass. The BFR, yeah, it's funny to actually see that on it. Should be operational by 2020. That's big fucking rocket. He also says one of the biggest threats to our species is AI. He's a smart guy. I mean, I've seen Terminator. Josh again, Tom Brady is a talented athlete and a shitty sports boy. Poor loser at best. One might say an example of some of the issues we face in our country. Amen to that. Sharky, damn. Chavez Regal normally is only blended whiskey I really enjoy. Imagine that find. Oh, just spotted Jeff, cutlery lover, doing a dedicated video for the youth giveaway. Wow, there's a nice segue. Yeah, especially Chavez Regal 12-year-old Scotch from 1972. Mr. Holster, making my mouth water. I mean, and the Scotch too. Josh again. That was a good Netflix movie. Kill Switch. Spectre is decent too. Sunday night they released the prequel to Cloverfield, directed by, oh really, by J.J. Abrams. I'll have to check that one out. First one was in my house. I think I was the only one that kind of enjoyed it. Smile Money. If the anti-gun people want to divide and conquer, no better way to do it than start some bullshit about the NRA. That is like shooting all cows because you develop lactose intolerance. Like in The Godfather, you never talk family business in front of the enemy. Josh, I was hoping Christine would say, hand me a 50 round. It's time for a basement pop, bitches. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could stay around here forever and that would never happen. Josh again. Sup, Christine, we love ya. I'll have to relay that. Josh, I don't remember. Have you ever found a beer Christine likes? I haven't. She has one. Josh, alright, enough already with all these puss requests for shots. Next video I request you make a Long Island iced tea. Of course, it's still a brewery review. Love you, not your liver. Laugh out loud. I don't think it's going to be the next video because I know I probably don't have any. I got vodka. I got some vodka and moonshine, but I know I like Long Island iced teas. I will have to get the supplies before that's a reality, Josh. Josh, are you still juicing, Cupcake? Hitting the refresh button. J-Dog. No, not in the literal sense of supplementing an entire meal's here and there. I still have been making stuff that I take for like morning snack just because there's stuff in the refrigerator, and I'd rather use vegetables and fruit up as opposed to letting them go bad and throwing them away. What it gets used probably the most for now is orange juice for Sunday morning breakfast, because after you've juiced, nothing else is just as good. And the very last comment, because I'm not going to hit the refresh button again, was smart ass himself, J-Dog, saying Scotch. Good thing IHOP sent a big bottle because it's going fast. And again, I guess because I had never had Johnny Walker before, I'm honestly surprised at how good it is. I mean, the last bottle of Scotch I had was $120, and this is not bad at all. And that is the end of the comments, and once again we are at an hour. So, does it mix? Strangely? Well, maybe not strangely. I was really enjoying the Liquid Truth Serum. And if you've ever had Bell's Hop Slam, I haven't really had its equal from anybody else. So, the moral of the story is, as good as this actually is, because it's become something completely different than each of these on their own, I say the first Does It Mix episode is no. They are better on their own than they are together. It's kind of like Travis and Heffy. So I'm going to go edit this up and go hang out with Jim. So hopefully you'll have caught that. Cheers, guys, and we will probably see you tomorrow.